Hey there. Welcome to Quick Bite History, our live show. And this is where we're going to try to have some fun with history. Um, so I'm going to divide tonight's show into three segments. And the first one is going to be a game that's called digital speed painting, where you get to guess. In this case, we're going to be guessing a famous place from history or a famous building from history. The first one is very easy. I'll give you three hints each time. This was built as a tomb over a 20-year period. The only the only surviving structure of the original seven wonders of the ancient world. It's located in Egypt, and it was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. Now, surely you can guess this one. And if you know what it is, please do put a comment and let's start to chat. Anyway, if you guess the Great Pyramid of Giza, you got this one correct. So now you know how to play with a super easy one. Moving on, here's our next one. Hence, it's known for its hypogeum, a complex of system of underground passages. It could hold up to 80,000 spectators in ancient times. An iconic amphitheater located in Rome, and it was used for gladiatorial contests. Again, this is barely harder than the first one. What do you think? Anybody got a guess? Nobody? Well, if you did guess the Great Colosseum of Rome, you are correct. Moving on to the next one. Its construction is estimated to have required more than 30 million hours of labor. A prehistoric monument located in Wiltshire, England. Famous for its ring of standing stones, each around 13 feet high. There we got some guesses, huh? Well, so what is it? We do the speed painting, but you guys have to do the guessing. Who's got a good guess? Well, if you guessed Stonehenge, you'd have this one correct. Moving on. This one is dedicated to a virgin goddess. Sits atop the Acropolis in Athens. It's a symbol of glory of ancient Greece, known for its Doric architecture. How about this one? Who's got a guess on this one? I'm doing the digital speed painting. You guys are doing the guessing. Well, if you guessed the Parthenon, you would be correct. Okay, they're getting gradually a little bit harder each time. This one is a series of fortifications made of stone, brick, tamped earth, wood, and other materials. It was built to protect against invasions from the north. It stretches over 13,000 miles across northern China. There we got some guesses. Oh, there we go. We've got it. I see a correct answer up there. Still time. If you haven't got it yet, you can still try to get it. Who likes the painting? If you guessed the Great Wall of China on this one, you'd have the correct answer. Moving on. This is known as the Lost City of the Incas, located high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. It was rediscovered in 1911 by Hiram Bingham. If you haven't watched my videos on Machu Picchu and architecture of the Incas, you can do that. Hey, Brad. Hey, Anna. Well, kind of. It's another one, I think. Hey. Anyway, if you would have guessed Machu Picchu, you would have had the correct answer on this one. Next, this is harder. Once the center of day-to-day life in Rome, hosting triumphal processions and elections. The location of several important ancient government buildings, situated in the heart of Rome, surrounded by ruins of several important ancient government buildings. Since this is only my first one of these things, I'm going to make a little adjustment here. Don't bother me, but I can see the comments better if I do that. Thank you. That helped me out quite a bit. If you would have guessed the Forum of Rome, you would have had that one correct. Moving on, famous for its rock-cut architecture, known as the Rose City due to the color of the stone from which it is carved. An archaeological site in Jordan. It was established as the capital city of Nabateans. I said that correctly. Anyway, once again, we are doing the digital speed painting, or more like our robots are doing the digital speed painting, and you guys are guessing the correct answer. Who's got this one? This would be a nice place to visit, actually. I haven't been there. I also have videos on this. If you haven't seen my Architectures of the Ancient World, this is Petra. Two more in the architecture, or in the buildings and locations category. This one is a mausoleum commissioned by Mughal Emperor in memory of his wife, located in Agra, India. Known for its magnificent white marble architecture and garden. Who's got it? There it is. I see a correct answer. I'll give others a second. If you guessed Taj Mahal, you did get this one correct. All right, last one in this category. Features a hypostyle hall that is one of the largest religious buildings ever constructed. Located near Luxor, it was dedicated to the Tibetan gods, or Theban gods, part of a massive complex of decayed temples, chapels, and other buildings in Egypt. This is the hardest one. It is the last one. Bonus points for whoever gets this one correct. If you know your ancient Egyptian architecture, you got a chance. This one is called the Temple of Karnak. Temple of Karnak. Anyway, so that ends our first round here. And I've got the other round set up here on my digital studio. So I need to add the second program to the stage. And it looks like it started right up, so we shouldn't have any problem. Now this one is going to be a little more challenging. This is the first time I've done a true-false quiz. So let's dive into the fascinating world of ancient Rome with a true-false quiz. Each question will be followed by an explanation. So if we're ready, here we go. True or false? Julius Caesar was the first Roman emperor. Who knows? It is false. Julius Caesar was never an emperor. He was a military general and dictator. The first Roman emperor was Augustus, who established the Roman Empire after Caesar's assassination. True or false? The Roman Empire officially fell in 476 AD when the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustus, was deposed. True or false? That's actually true. The fall of Western Roman Empire is traditionally marked by the year 476 AD when Romulus Augustus, the last emperor of the Western Roman Empire, was deposed by Odoacer, a Germanic chieftain. True or false? The Romans built the first system of aqueducts to bring water into the city. That is, of course, true. The Romans were pioneers in developing aqueduct technology to transport water from distant sources into cities and towns, supporting public baths, fountains, and private households. True or false? Roman soldiers were primarily armed with longbows as their weapon of choice. This is false. Roman soldiers, particularly the legionnaires, were primarily armed with short swords, gladius, and javelins. Pilum, not longbows. The gladius was designed for close combat, while the pilum was used for throwing at the enemy and engaging in hand-to-hand combat. Okay, so far, kind of fun, fast-moving. True or false? The Colosseum in Rome could hold up to 50,000 spectators. Actually, I think I threw another number in the last video. We've got that as true. The Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, was capable of seating 50,000 spectators. It was used for gladiatorial contests, public spectacles, and other forms of entertainment. True or false? The Roman women had the right to vote and hold public office during the Republic. This is actually false. Roman women were excluded from voting and holding public office. They had limited legal rights and were primarily involved in domestic and family life. True or false? The language of the Romans is still spoken as an official language in the Vatican City. This is true. Latin remains an official language of the Vatican City and is used in the Catholic liturgy as well as various official documents. True or false? The ancient Romans had a goddess of wisdom named Minerva. This one's true. Minerva was Roman goddess of wisdom, arts, and trade and strategy. She was equivalent to the Greek goddess of Athens in the Roman pantheon. True or false? The Roman Empire was primarily a landlocked entity with little access to the sea. That one's ridiculous. That's false. The Roman Empire had extensive coastlines along the Mediterranean Sea, which was crucial for a trade and military and transportation. True or false? Roman law introduced the concept of innocent until proven guilty. This one's true. One of the significant contributions of Roman law is the principle of innocent until proven guilty, which has become a cornerstone of modern legal systems around the world. And that concludes that section. Now that was a little quick. Next time I think they'll give us all a little more time to execute on that particular program. So anyway, that was round 2, and now we'll go to round 3. This one's another speed painting round, but it's different. It is historical characters, historical figures. Educated by famous philosopher who was a student of Plato, conquered the Persian Empire and never lost a battle. Known for naming a city after himself in Egypt. Who's got this one? We're doing the speed painting. It's up to you guys to do the guessing. Can't tell who it is yet? Oh, okay, do we have an answer there? Well, if you guessed Alexander the Great, you did get this one correct. Moving on to the next one. His notebooks contain designs for a flying machine and a tank. Painted one of the most famous murals, The Last Supper in Milan. Best known for painting the Mona Lisa. Who's got this one? It's not a bad painting, is it? If you guessed Leonardo da Vinci, you'd have this one correct. Now this one's pretty easy. The only U.S. president to hold a patent. Delivered the Gettysburg Address during the American Civil War. Emancipated the slaves with a proclamation in 1863. There you go. Pretty iconic photograph and figure. Wasn't that right about when photography was kind of like first used? When Lincoln was around? Anyway, Abraham Lincoln is the correct answer. Moving on. Trained as a lawyer in London before becoming a major political leader in India. Led the Salt March to protest British salt taxes. Known as the father of the nation in India. Who's got this one? Do you remember his first name? Yeah, it's hard to... Yeah, actually, they use 2 different names for his first name, but there's one that's easier than the other one. Mahatma. That's correct. Mahatma Gandhi. Moving on. Studied law and was expelled from the university by joining a protest. Spent 27 years in prison for highlighting apartheid. Became the first black president of South Africa in 1994. Everybody remember his name? Say his name. Desmond. No, it's not Desmond. Oh, who played it, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Nelson Mandela is the correct answer. Okay, so we did the men. Now we're going to do the women. This is the last ruler of the Macedonian dynasty in Egypt. Had romantic liaisons with two Roman leaders. Famously committed suicide using a snake. This is like my number one video person. I do more videos on this famous queen than anyone else. You can tell by the neck thing. Is that called a necklace or something? I don't know what that. What is that called? That should be the real question. Cleopatra is the correct answer. Actually, which number Cleopatra? Cleopatra the 7th is the correct answer. Next, born in Warsaw, Poland, before moving to France to continue her education, discovered two elements, polonium and radium. First woman to win a Nobel Prize and the only person to win two Nobel Prizes in two different sciences. That's correct, Brad. You're doing pretty good here. You've been studying your history. That's right, Marie Curie. Marie Curie is the correct answer. I've got a couple of videos on Marie Curie as well. If you haven't seen those yet, check them out. Moving on, we only got 3 left. Referred to as the Virgin Queen. She ruled during the defeat of the Spanish Armada. The Elizabethan era is named after her. That was too easy. Isabella is not the correct answer. But Elizabeth is the correct answer. Queen Elizabeth the First is the correct answer. Got 2 left. Here we go. Claimed to have visions, instructing her to support the French king. She wore male military attire during her campaigns. She was canonized as a saint over 500 years after her execution. Who's got this one? My picture is kind of blocking right where you can tell it. She's wearing armor. She's wearing armor. I'm doing the speed painting, you guys are doing the guessing and not doing much guessing on this one. Or there's just a lag. Well, if you guess Joan of Arc, you'd have this one correct. I also have a video, one of my very first videos was Joan of Arc. Last one, her reign marked the expansion of the British Empire to a peak. The second longest reigning British monarch. A certain era is named in her honor. A certain era is named in her honor. Okay. The Victorian era is named in her honor. Well, that would make her Queen Victoria, of course. Well, thank you guys for playing. I really appreciate it. And before I let everyone go, I wanted to do one more thing. And that was I
Shadowy
wanted to
world of intelligence,
preview
compromat is a
short
dark
video I
art.
have.
Whitney Webb's investigations reveal how US intelligence agencies have mastered this Russian technique of using compromising material to control influential figures.
Right now.
Imagine having all your secrets known and leveraged by unseen forces. This isn't just espionage fiction, it's a hidden reality Webb uncovers. From political leaders to business moguls, nobody is safe. The goal? To pull strings from behind the curtain, shaping decisions and policies. It's a chess game of power and silence, where your most private moments could be the weapon used against you. A sobering reminder of the unseen battles in corridors of power. Please do like, subscribe, share and comment. Tell us what you think about the deep state. And don't forget to click on the video link below for longer related content.
Anyway, I just kind of wanted to share that. I'm working on a long form video. I've had a lot of people like a few of the CIA history stuff I've been doing. So that's going to be a focus for a little while and see if there's any mileage in doing some CIA ones. So let me know if that's not a good idea from your standpoint. But I kind of like the topic. And the last thing I wanted to show everybody is there's actually on YouTube and on my YouTube channel, there's now a community section. So it's basically just like a post, so like an Instagram post or a Facebook post. But these get out to people that do subscribe to me. So I'm going to try to use those a little more often. You can do fun little quizzes and polls and things like that. So if you haven't signed up, please do subscribe to my channel, and we'll have a lot more fun in the future. So thanks again to everybody for joining. I really appreciate it. Good night.